Welcome to a cheeky chat with Chris Johnston, presented by Dance Beat. So, here I am in sunny Canada with Mr. David Barrow. David, how the hell are you?
I'm good tonight. How about you?
I'm as always, getting better.
I can see you're better than me.
Yeah, we just weren't organised enough. As I told David earlier, I had the pleasure of interviewing his way better looking and most wonderful wife at Emerald earlier this year. And everything was set up in the normal sort of approach the bar way. And we had a few more drinks. Here it's a little bit more off the cuff.
Well, it is Canada after all. You know, you have to behave here, right?
We totally have to behave. Yeah, for two Brits, we do have to behave in Canada.
You never know what would happen.
Let me tell you a little bit about David. I believe he is in the top 5 of the USDC Championship male rhythm dancers. I think he's in the top 5, definitely the top 10 of the USDC Championship Circuit smooth dancers. How long have you actually been dancing, David?
So my wife and I started, I would say, 5 years ago. We danced as a couple for a few years, and then we discovered professionals. It's like learning to, driving your first hot sports car. You never want to drive the, Chevy again.
I won't tell your wife that you described her as a Chevy.
I said, honey, you used to be a Lauder, now you're like a Corolla.
I still won't tell her that, but she will probably see this on the Dance Beat
She won't be surprised.
So when you started dancing, which style did you prefer?
So we didn't really go with any style in mind. Actually, I just wanted to go dance. And the one I actually wanted to do when I first went to the studio was hustle. Okay. And then not really knowing what the hustle was, just something I'd seen, remember from the disco era. And we saw all this sort of Latin stuff or rhythm stuff and just fell in love with it. So it went from there.
Okay, so you fell in love with the rhythm stuff, but I see you doing a really good job dancing smooth though.
Well, okay, so that's the funny thing. I always thought rhythm would be the one I would gravitate to, but there's something about smooth. It's just the music plays and to be fair, I grew up, my mom was a big Fred Astaire fan. So I grew up watching all the movies, Fred and Ginger. So it's just kind of groovy and cool, and when you can do it properly, it's really nice.
Oh, it is. And actually, I caught him dancing with his mum yesterday on the sidelines. So that was actually really, really cool as well.
Yeah. So my mum, she probably inspired love of dancing in me. I mean, to be honest, it was me who wanted to start taking lessons, not Carolee. So I was the one who pushed it originally. She wasn't so keen. And I don't think she was that keen when we danced together. But once she started dancing with a professional, I think she just realized what it could be like. So
yeah, what does it say? Hot sports car.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, what do you actually do, David?
So I have own a company, and we make a product we sell to oil and gas. So it's a very specialized company, 30 people. We're the industry leader. There aren't many companies out there that do what we do, and we're very specialized, so we're very technical, and most of the oil and gas companies around the world use us.
Okay, so you actually travel a hell of a lot.
A hell of a lot, way too much. Cuts into my dancing, which I have to switch, I have to change. So strangely enough, we've just hired somebody who's going to start in September with the idea that they can do more of the traveling so I can dance more.
So, I know you travel a lot, but how often do you actually dance as well?
We typically do a comp every month these days, and I would say when I'm in town, I dance 4 times a week at least.
Okay, and now that you've discovered smooth, which one do you actually spend more time dancing?
It depends so I have 2 instructors right now, primarily because Katya, my original instructor, had a baby. So I would say when I dance with Katya, it's predominantly smooth. When it's Mila, it's more rhythm.
Interesting. So the first time that I basically saw you, it was dancing with Mila, and I didn't realize that Katya was actually your instructor. So now this weekend, I've seen you dancing with Katya for the first time.
So my question to you, what do you perceive a difference Do we dance the same, or
Um,
without getting yourself in trouble?
Today, I thought that you were way more focused than the last time I saw you. Now, I don't know whether it was because you were in Canada, but I was very impressed with your tango all day today, because you really seem to be going for it.
Yeah, I think when it smooth is Cashier's specialty, right? They're known for smooth, and she forces me to push. She also forces me to stand up more, right, and be more erect and vertical. And I mean, Mila talks about those things, but Katya, I think when we dance, she actually, hammers it. It's like having a little, devil in your ear. And anytime my frame drops, it's, it's back up again. So, but I mean, I love dancing with both of them, and I have to say right now, I don't want to give either one up. I mean, they both have things they do really well. I have good dynamic with both of them, so I quite enjoy having two instructors, to be fair.
Well, I must say, having two instructors and then a gorgeous wife,
And as long as they're all gorgeous, it works, right?
Yes, it does. See, if I had my life to live again, I would be a merchant banker and then dance pro-am.
Well, yeah, I could see that. Although, to be honest, I think I should, if I could do my life over again, I would have at least started dancing a lot younger. Because I think, look at you guys who dance, and I mean, your posture, everything about your physicality is it's going to make you live longer, probably be happier, healthier. I mean, drinking aside, right? Yeah. But I mean, and dancing has got to be the ultimate activity, right? It's physical, it's mental, it's emotional.
Social,
yeah. I mean, I don't think you can find anything better to do than dance.
And you know something, as a kid growing up dancing in England, it was only when I actually came to America that I actually could see what the benefits of this are. Because it's really hard when you're competing as an amateur and as a professional, because all that happens is you get knocked out all the time to be made better. And then I got involved with this pro-am world, and I'm like, God, it is cool. It is really cool. So I actually envy you guys. Yeah. Well, the interesting thing for me is that you did not grow up dancing in England, because you grew up here, and it's just.
Well, actually, I didn't. I grew up in England, but I left. But when I was a kid, it was football, right? We played football. Dancing, I guess. It's funny. I think it's my generation probably thought dancing was, it's not something cool kids did. Whereas today, dancing is what all the cool kids do. And all the people that dance are cool, and there's no question.
I think they have got social skills that most people don't have. So yeah, I think that's what makes them cool. Well, David, thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk to me. I've never done an interview that is totally personal to just two people here.
Right.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how much of this actually gets edited out.
Yeah.
But David,
at least he didn't say you'll never walk alone.
Well, you've just said it for me, which is okay. Guys, anything you want to know about the dance business, dancebeat.com. We're actually at Tulip Classic at the moment. If you want to see videos from here, go to dancesport.supershine.com. And remember, in September in Orlando are the finals of the USDC Championship Circuit. David, I think he's 2nd and 5th at the moment. Let's see if you win there. Hey, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, Chris.
Ta-ra.